Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and we are here at the Watkins Glen International, ready to qualify for the first of two races here at the Watkins Glen International in the NOFSRL Haas IndyCar Series 2020 season. Only 5 races remain on the schedule, and we are going to have ourselves a very fun weekend here. So we've got 2 races here around the Watkins Glen International for the Haas IndyCar Series. And our first race is going to be later today at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Napa Fan. Should be a great race here for the BodyArmor Duel at the Glen, race number 1. We will have a qualifying session for both races, so tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time we'll also be qualifying for the second race. Join alongside Trey Wright for the call of this one. 12 laps, no cautions in both races, or should I say, well, we do also have no cautions, but no pit stops either. How do you think it's going to play out, and how significant are these qualifying sessions for these guys, especially the guys up there in the points trying to chase Harris in the championship standings?
These qualifying sessions are definitely very important for these drivers, as Watkins Glen, even though it races much like a super speedway in the Cup cars, so this is just a regular old IndyCar road course. Definitely one of the most fastest, but track position is definitely a very key here. We've seen it in the past, and whoever's a pole sitter who sits on the front row is usually one of the guys that ends up in victory lane. And
of course, we have a lot of passing that usually happens, or a lot of attempts for passes to be made up front in these races, and these guys stay right on each other throughout the entire event, which is why we don't have any pit stops, because pit stops actually spread these guys out, and these guys stay a lot closer to each other than the stock cars do, like you'll see in the Turkey Hill Series later today, and in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series tomorrow. But this is a very significant race. Chase Harris is starting to slip up a little bit. Still the points leader by 59 points, but he at one point had a 90-point lead on the field, and he's lost a bit of ground in the last couple of races. Tristan Allen is 59 points behind, second in the championship standings, and then Nicholas Samadillo is 75 points behind, with Peyton Hamilton 77 points behind. And then Audra Baranowskis, our last winner here in the Haas IndyCar Series, 97 points behind, along with Mitchell Collins, also 97 behind, coming into this, the 12th race of the season, and tomorrow's race will be the 13th race of the season here for the BodyArmor Duel at the Glen. So we'll have to see who clocks in the first time. Buck over there, number 93, 127.854. Max Anderson goes to the top of the board. And where you start is going to be very key into how well you finish, because it is difficult to work your way from the back to the front here at Watkins Glen. Odds are who starts in the 30th position will probably not crack the top 15 tomorrow. So if you start really deep in the field, odds are you're not going to get a good points day in this first race, and that's going to really affect how many points you get towards the championship. Owen Miles just went to the top of the board, number 38 machine with the fastest time right now. Great run there for the American Motorsports driver. Max Anderson second, Igor Barreto. Barreto, the only driver in the field who has ever won an IndyCar race here at Watkins Glen before, so that'll definitely be interesting to see what he can do if he can get a good starting position for this event, because he knows how to get it done here. Tristan Allen just went to 4th. Great run there for the number 39 in Hamill Motorsport. And the number 93 of Buck Over's teammate, also fast in the 6th position, as he was the first driver to complete a lap, but it's still Owen Miles fastest here in qualifying so far here in the BodyArmor Duel at the Glen, number 1.
Definitely has been. So I'm not sure. So how the qualifying for duel number 2 is, if it's going to be set up by finishing positions, or are they going to do the invert?
I just said that it will be 2 qualifying sessions. We'll have another qualifying session tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. 93 Buck Over. Definitely looking pretty fast right there, and he is going to jump back to the top of the board. I think these second laps might be faster for a lot of these guys. Wasn't for Max Anderson, though. He does not improve his time. Mason Brown just went to 3rd. Great run there for Mason Brown, and pretty much anyone who starts inside the top 10 is going to have a reasonable chance of winning this race, especially if you start inside the top 5. You got Thomas Lipscomb, number 7, up to the 3rd position. But right now, Buck Over is miles ahead of everyone in time here at Watkins Glen here in qualifying. And Chase Harris, his first time, a 127.727, is currently good enough for 9th. Tristan Allen just went to third in the number 39 machine. And Chase Harris is now outside the top 10. Buck Cover, Nathan Smith. Great run for Nathan Smith in number 18. Then it's Tristan Allen, Owen Miles, Luke Rainey, Thomas Lipscomb, Keegan Thompson, Mason Brown, Igor Brito, and Max Anderson. The top 10 here in qualifying. 4 minutes remain in the race number 1 qualifying session here at Watkins Glen.
As the time ticks down, I think Buck Hover definitely has got the fastest time here. And like we said, track position definitely matters here at this fast 3.4 mile racing facility. Best race course in the world, as you guys always say. Nathan Smith gonna try and pass that 93 on here. As now we got Hamill Racing Hamill Racing cars in the top 3 of the 39 of Tristan Allen just went to third in this qualifying.
He has been third for a while there, number 39 machine. Tristan Allen, though, definitely looking really strong. He had a great run in Mid-Ohio last weekend as he pulled the same strategy as race winner Audra Baranowskis, or a very similar race strategy as Audra Baranowskis, and came home second. And he jumped Chase Harris quite a bit on the racetrack, and the way things are at the moment, he is 9 positions ahead of Chase Harris, the way they are currently lining up. Nicholas Samadeo, though, who's third in the points, just went to third on the leaderboard here in qualifying. So watch out for him. We got second, third, and fourth all in a line right here. All these guys looking really fast. Garrett Sonor just went to the 5th position. Then it's Owen Miles, Mason Brown, Luke Rainey, number 7 of Tom Lipscomb, and the 4 of Keegan Thompson. But it's still Buck Hover looking to grab the bonus point towards the championship for winning the pole. Of course, for guys like Samadeo and Allen, that extra point could very well come in handy by the time we get to Pocono on Labor Day. We'll have to see if Samadeo improves his time at all. In the number 9 machine, he was behind Tristan Allen there. And I'm not sure if that's going to affect him. Actually, he was not behind. He was behind Nathan Smith. I'm not sure if that's going to affect him. He might be getting a bit of a tow here off the 18. Obviously, Nathan Smith very fast. Didn't get a good run there off of the toe. And here comes Tristan Allen looking to the inside of him, getting a little practice. Garrett Sonor, under a minute 27, just went to the top of the board in the number 19 machine. And that's going to shift everyone down a position. Buck Hover now second. Nathan Smith, Nicholas Samadeo, Tristan Allen, Owen Miles, Mason Brown, Luke Rainey, Thomas Lipscomb, and Keegan Thompson behind Garrett Sonor, looking to win the pole. Still going for his 20th career Napa fan win. He's been trying for nearly 3 years to get it. Will tomorrow, or should I say will today, because the race is going to be today, finally be the day for Garrett Sonor. Luke Rainey just went to the top of the board in the number 1. And that might actually benefit Garrett Sonor, because that inside lane in the turn 1 is not a good place to be. You almost want to win the outside pole for this race because it gets the better advantage on the start. But Luke Rainey looking to grab that bonus point towards the championship. And he's now the fastest guy here in qualifying. Samadeo is now 6th, and Tristan Allen is 7th quickest here in qualifying for race number 1 in the BodyArmor duel at the Glen. Chase Harris is all the way back in 19th. Not exactly what the points leader wants to have going into this race, especially with both Samadeo and Allen starting ahead of him. It is going to be very interesting to see how the points shake up at the end of today's race here at Watkins Glen.
Definitely is, and a couple of lightning fast times by these guys. Just absolutely insane. I thought the tires would have kind of fallen off here in the qualifying session, but it appears that for at least Sonor and the one of Rainey, it's done the exact opposite. But I think Sonor is going to have the best shot to win later on this afternoon because, like you said, inside lane here, as we have 10 seconds left in qualifying, does not work on the start, so that outside lane is going to have an advantage. So I think Garrett Sonor might have the best shot of winning via starting position later on this afternoon.
We'll have to see if that is the case for Sonor here at Watkins Glen. It's Luke Rainey, though, looking to win the pole. And it'll definitely be intriguing to see how this one plays out with the championship. This race was very significant in the championship last year. Actually, technically the second race was when, Justice Idell was effectively doing the same thing Chase Harris is doing, minus all the race victories Chase Harris has had. Idell had a lot of great runs and was dominating him in the points. And while he did go on to win the championship, by the time we got to the finale at Pocono, guys were right on him in the championship, and he had to be careful in that finale race in order to win it. So this is a very significant race. Of course, last year, these two Watkins Glen races were the penultimate races heading into the finale. This year, we still have Canadian Tire and Gateway after this event, so a lot more time between now and the finale than it was last year when we last came here at Watkins Glen in the Haas IndyCar Series. So Chase Harris has got to really be careful here. And the way things are looking right now, it's not looking too good. 21st fastest for Chase Harris. He slipped up a little bit the past few weeks. Did not have a good run in Mid-Ohio. Struggled a little bit the week before at the Pikes Peak International Raceway when he ran out of fuel on the final lap of the race and had to come down the pit lane. So they're slipping up a little bit there on the number 79 team. And what a lot of these guys want to see, they really were not happy with Chase Harris, the way he just went out there and dominated. I mean, they're tired of losing. That's the only reason why they hate him. Chase Harris is a great guy, but I don't know. We could be seeing the dominance fade just a little bit, especially here this weekend. The baton could be handed over to either Tristan Allen or Nicholas Amadeo in this points lead by the end of the weekend and the end of tomorrow's second race. But we still got one race to go. That's going to be 7 p.m. tonight over on Napa Fan. And it'll be Luke Rainey leading us to the green flag for the first of 2 races here in the Haas IndyCar Series this weekend. Luke Rainey wins the pole alongside Garrett Sonor, Buck Cover, Nathan Smith, Davey Johnson, Nicholas Amadeo, Tristan Allen, Nathan Faden, Matt Tuck, and Owen Miles. The top 10 starting positions for today's first of 2 races at Watkins Glen. How do you think it's going to play out? Because we got Nicholas Amadeo and Tristan Allen both starting inside the top 10, and Chase Harris all the way back in 21st. Do you think by the end of the weekend we could see a new points leader here in the Haas IndyCar Series?
I think we definitely will. Chase Harris has definitely been off his stride, but who knows? He could end up getting a good qualifying position for the second race, because my prediction for this weekend, I think this first race is each driver is going to be trying to dip their toes in the water one by one, getting a feel for the track, and then race 2 is going to be absolutely insane. So I wouldn't hold my breath on that, but I think that monopoly that Chase Harris has built up over the last beginning of the season is definitely starting to crumble for that 79 team, unfortunately.
We'll have to see how it all goes down. 2 races, and with Tristan Allen, Nicholas Amadeo starting where they are for this one, it could definitely be a completely different picture heading into next week's race at Canadian Tire. And after this weekend, we still have 3 races left. We still, at this point, have 5 races left, including today, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Napa Fan. It is the BodyArmor Duel at the Glen, race number 1 at 5 p.m. Eastern today. It's the Lake Effect Ice Cream 200 in the Turkey Hill Series. That should be a fun one for the first race of Lake Effect Ice Cream Super Glen Week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to Luke Rainey for winning the poll. We will see you guys later at 7 for the first of 2 races here in the Haas IndyCar Series from Watkins Glen. I will see you guys later.